Hello, welcome everyone to our SR-201 over 3200 West Bridge Deck Rehabilitation Project overview presentation. We're privileged to have David Cox, Project Manager at the Utah Department of Transportation with us today. With over 6 years of experience in managing projects that directly impact the transportation infrastructure of Salt Lake City and beyond, David brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the table. He has led numerous projects, ensuring they're delivered on time, within budget, and to the highest quality standards. His expertise is in coordinating diverse teams and fostering relationships with local governments has been key to his success. Today, David will share insights into his project management approach and expertise. Without further ado, let's welcome David Cox to the virtual stage.
Thank you, Lauren. Thanks everybody for joining us today. We have a very important project coming up this summer that we want all of you to be aware of. It's going to be impactful and important for the department, and we want to share some information with you to at least make you aware of what might be coming. So the project is at SR-201 and 3200 West. This is in the west side of the Salt Lake City area. This picture right here, you'll see kind of on the left side of the screen is the Bangor Highway that runs north to south. And on the right side of the screen is I-215 that kind of sandwich this project. So what is happening? So we have a bridge deck rehabilitation for this 201 bridge over 3200 West. The construction duration is estimated to be at 6 months. Construction will begin in June and will continue through the summer, the fall, and will wrap up December, January timeframe. We will be demolishing and replacing the 2 bridge decks on 201 at 3200 West. If you drive this area very often, you know that it frequently has potholes. Our maintenance crews are frequently out there fixing things. We're having to close lanes during the day at very times that aren't convenient for people. And we've put so many Band-Aids on it that we made the decision that it is time to go in and make a more long-term fix that will get us much further into the future. But the one thing that will stick out to you is the delays that will come with this project. We're estimating delays up to 30 minutes during peak travel times. And we'll kind of go over a little bit more what that might look like and some detour routes on some of these next slides. So our project objectives, our focus has been to increase mobility, to ensure that traffic can move uninterrupted through this area. And like I said, we frequently have our maintenance crews in there filling in potholes. Sometimes we're having to close the whole bridge at night. So this project will help improve that mobility for vehicles driving through this area. Our goal is also to preserve infrastructure. This is one of the busiest non-interstate bridges in the state, carries over 100,000 vehicles a day. Super important for businesses and residents on the west side. So it's critical for UDOT to make this bridge last much longer into the future. We've also focused on continuing to connect communities together, businesses, residents. This is a very important area for a lot of people on the west side of the valley, and including in Tooele and Grantsville. We have focused to get this done this year to help ensure a strong economy for businesses on the west and east of this spot. And we believe that once we get to the end of this project, it will help encourage the economy to continue to grow. So this project falls within UDOT's roadmap. It falls within our mission, our vision to keep Utah moving, and to ensure that we are looking further into the future to help Utah continue to grow. So a little bit more on the scope of work, what we will be doing. So all of the concrete on the existing bridge decks will need to be removed. We will not be replacing the steel girders, but doing some minor repairs and repainting those repairs, pour brand new concrete driving surfaces on the bridge decks. There'll be new concrete pavement approaching the bridges. Along with this work, will enhance the pavement striping that's out there, and we will upgrade the safety guardrails as you approach the bridges. So during the design process, we have really focused on two main areas as our priorities for the project. That is to minimize the duration of construction and to reduce traffic impacts. We look at several different scenarios how to construct this project. Some of those scenarios had construction lasting up to 12 more months. And that helped guide a lot of our decisions because we did not want to impact people for a long duration. We also wanted to minimize the traffic impacts by having alternate routes. We've coordinated with other projects to reduce the impacts as much as we possibly can. So what about traffic? What will it look like? So because we have to reconstruct the bridge decks, we had to take traffic off, and there's not a perfect place to send traffic, but we do have the ramps. So we will be closing 3200 West underneath the bridge. So in order to deal with this large volume of traffic, we will temporarily widen the on and off ramps that go down to 3200 West. We'll take traffic off of 201, put it on those ramps in a free flow condition. There'll be 3 through lanes like there currently is on both eastbound and westbound 201. There won't be a signal to stop them at the bottom of the ramp for those through lanes, and they will be moving in a free flow condition, but we will be able to maintain a right in, right out access at 3200 West to still enable businesses and residents to be able to get to their areas. But we will also have some detours that we'll go over here shortly. So this is kind of an up close view of what the right in, right out access means. What that means is if you're traveling westbound or eastbound on 201, that you can turn right to get off and head either north or south. You just won't be able to travel underneath the bridge. And similarly, you'll be able to turn right to get on to 201. The one thing that we will encourage drivers is to use alternate routes. The thing that we are trying to avoid is for traffic to back up that is turning right, that will back up all the way on to mainline 201. So we are encouraging drivers to use alternate routes as much as they possibly can. So we're going to go over a few different detour routes that will help drivers understand how to get from one side of 201 to the other. If you're traveling north on 3200 West and you get to 201, you won't be able to go underneath the bridge, so you'll have a few different options. One of them will be to turn right to get onto eastbound 201, and then you'll continue east until you get to either Redwood Road or 900 West, and then you will turn around underneath the bridge and head back westbound on 201, and then you can turn right to go north on the north side of 3200 West. So for westbound traffic trying to get to the north side of 201, before you get to the work zone area, I highly encourage you to take an alternate route, whether that be Redwood Road, whether it be 215 North, or if you get to 3200 West, you can turn right to get off. If you go past 3200 West, you can also use Bangerter Highway. So if you're traveling eastbound and you're trying to get to the north side of 201, I highly recommend you get off at Bangerter Highway before you get to the work zone area. This will help your commute a lot. If you do end up going beyond 3200 West, you can turn around at Redwood Road or at 900 West and flip back around so that you can get to the north side. So if you are wanting to get to the south side of 201 and you're going south on 3200 West, you can turn right to get on at 3200 West to go westbound on 201. You can turn around at Bangerter Highway, come back east on 201, and then turn right to get off at 3200 West. So for westbound traffic trying to get to the south side of 3200 West, I highly recommend, like on some of these other slides, is to take an alternate route before you get to the work zone area. Redwood Road is a great option. And if you end up going past 3200 West, you can either turn around at Bangerter Highway or you can use Bangerter Highway as a detour itself. So if you're going eastbound and you want to get to the south side of 3200 West, once again, avoid that work zone area, get off of Bangerter Highway. But if you do end up going through to 3200 West, you can turn right to get off to get on that south side. So one thing I am doing is encouraging people as much as they possibly can to plan ahead, adjust your commute, carpool, take alternate routes, follow UDOT on social media. We have a UDOT traffic website I highly encourage you to use. I recommend you start looking at what those alternate routes might be for you. Some of them that we've talked about are Bangerter Highway, I-215, Redwood Road, 900 West, I-80, 3500 South. But start getting in the habit of checking traffic before you leave to go to work and then checking traffic before you leave to go home. I think it's a good habit regardless of this project, but it will be even more important once this project starts later in June.
When you travel wise on Utah's roads, you can help clean the air, reduce traffic congestion, and even save some money. And the best part? It's never been easier to change your daily commute through the use of the Travel Wise Tracker. In this video, we want to help you travel wise by teaching you how to utilize this simple tool. Your first step to planning a trip is heading over to travelwisetracker.com. From there, you can enter your starting point and destination. The TravelWise tool will calculate all possibilities for your trip. As you can see on my screen, the TravelWise tracker will identify multiple options, including walking, riding transit, and driving. For me, I want to start taking transit to work to give me some time to read a book, make a few phone calls, or send an email while I commute to the office. If I select the Transit tab, more options appear that detail the specific paths I can take to reach my destination. For my particular trip, there are 3 options. Since I think the second option, which has me riding tracks and a bus, will fit my schedule the best, I can click on that search result to pull up more details. From here, I get a breakdown of every part of my trip. From directions to timetables, the TravelWise tracker makes changing my commute easy. For my trip, I start out on my bike, heading toward the nearest track station. You always want to ride your bike in the direction of traffic and make sure you walk your bike onto the track's platform. After getting off tracks, my next step is getting on a bus. After securely placing my bike on the rack at the front of the bus, I can then ride the bus all the way to my final destination. As you can see, the TravelWise tool is great for quickly planning a trip. But if you want to save your trip plan, set up a carpool, or keep track of your TravelWise stats, you'll need to sign up for an account through your email or Facebook. After you've registered an account and signed in, you can head over to your dashboard to view personal statistics on non-SOV trips saved and carbon dioxide emissions reduced. But remember, planning the trip is only the first step. Whether you're out riding your bike or utilizing our transit system, remember to always stay safe and follow the rules. By striving to travel wise on your commute, you can help keep Utah's air and roadways clear. So don't wait. Head online to TravelWiseTracker.com today and see how the TravelWise Tracker can help you change your commute.
All right, just to review some of the project benefits. Enhanced safety. So we are bringing this bridge deck up to the newest engineering and safety standards that will help the traveling public be safer as they go through this area. Extended lifespan. With those new engineering techniques, newer materials, we expect this bridge deck to last much longer into the future with much less maintenance. So, like I said previously, we have a commitment to the community and to maintain business continuity to ensure that business operations for everybody on this northern side of the Salt Lake Valley will be able to continue to move forward with their business seamlessly. And we have a commitment to communicate and coordinate with the community during construction to help minimize those impacts. And ultimately, our goal as UDOT is to enhance the quality of life through transportation. We recognize that construction is painful, and we are working hard to minimize those disruptions and to make sure that quality of life can be maintained now and into the future. Any questions? On that last slide, there is some project contact information. There is an email address, a phone number, and if you want to receive regular construction updates, please send an email to that contact, and we'll ensure to give you regular updates. And if you do have any concerns through the life of the project, you can call the hotline number. But we are here to help you answer your questions and make this project go quickly and as painless as we possibly can.
And that was just what I was going to say. Thanks for joining us today in the SR-201 over 3200 West Bridge Deck Rehabilitation Project overview presentation. And a special thanks to David Cox for letting us know about this project. Before we conclude, I'd like to just reiterate what Dave said about staying connected with this project and how important that is to sign up for our updates. You can visit our website on our project website, as well as reach out to us directly with our hotline number. And if you have any other questions that come up after this meeting, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Our team is here to support you in every step of this project. So once again, thanks for joining us today and wishing you all a great day.